Ay, Nina wants to call. Tell her not to call. She's here, oh, look.
Yes or no? Okay.
Good morning. Thank you for joining us once again on Stories for a Better Norm. For those who are just joining us today, it's our second Thursday, and make it a regular Thursday habit to learn, to interact, to be inspired, to be challenged, to do, to take urgent climate action, to learn from people who actually do things, who know a lot of things. Well, our first episode last week had Sonia Mendoza of the Mother Earth Foundation teaching us ecological solid waste management. Kung paano naghihiwalay ng basura sa nabubulok, hindi nabubulok, para konti na lang ang kokolektahin ng ating mga garbage collectors. So we can make our organic compost for the urban gardens or rural gardens or backyard farming that we're going to discuss today. Also last week, we had Red Constantino of the Institute of Climate and Sustainable Cities, where we talked about the importance of having non-motorized pathways, bicycles, and even padyaks and walkways by the rivers. Sonia and Red will be joining us online today as our staple or regular, as our experts on climate, on agriculture, on gardening, on nature and ecology and environment. And of course, we have our expert on biodiversity, an environmental lawyer who's my consultant as well, and she lives by Taal Lake. So she's the best lighting, and Ipat Luna is also with us on this very, very special episode today. And why? People have asked from our first episode last week, paano ba makapagtanim ng gulay na kinakain ni Lauren na pinapakita niya sa Instagram? How are we able to actually walk or talk? In the 2 months of this pandemic, actually more months, but the 2 months of our lockdown, ECQ, GCQ, and it will go longer and longer until such time that the vaccine will be found. As I said during our first session, we offer this to those who have laid out their lives to save us. Ito po'y alay natin sa lahat ng mga frontliners na nagbuwis ng buhay, na patuloy na naglilingkod nandyan bilang frontliners, na maturuan ang ating mga kababayan para magkaroon ng sustainable living. Itong mga batas at polisiya, hindi pwedeng pag-usapan lang o isulat o basahin. Importante, may mga ekspertong malalaki at maliliit sa pang-araw-araw na magtuturo sa atin. Kaya ngayong araw na ito, please log on in Facebook. You can ask all the questions you want and I will give time for that. And you can just engage with any of the experts here and the regulars as well. I thank the Institute of Climate and Sustainable Cities and the Climate Reality Philippines, our new partner. Actually, they've been our partner actually for the past several years. And Mr. Al Gore has been to the Philippines. And the Climate Reality Philippines, headed by Red Constantino and Nasrin Castro, are our partners for this continuing series on environmental Zoom sessions, which are live streamed on the Kong Lauren Legarda Facebook, as well as the Climate Change Commission. As you know, the Climate Change Commission is the agency of government na siyang nagtuturo sa mga tao para kung paano ba yung pang-araw-araw na pamumuhay para hindi na tayo babalik sa dating gawi. Sabi nila, pagkatapos ng lockdown, balik na tayo sa dati. Wag po natin sayangin ang ating mga natutunan. And so what we will learn today and the coming weeks will be for the new norm, will be for the better normal. I would like to introduce our, I don't like to be so formal, to call them panel, our friends, our experts, our resource persons from the Agricultural Training Institute of the Department of Agriculture. We have Assistant Director Rosana, Mula. Secretary Dar was supposed to join us. I spoke to him the other day and he was very excited. And he told me, you remember, I helped you in 1998 when I was still in Picard with your Luntiang Pilipinas, where you planted in the north and south expressways with all those thousands of trees. Oh yes, I remember. I said, let's talk about it on Thursday. Unfortunately, well, he's chairing a food security meeting, but we're very happy to have with us Assistant Director of the ATI, Rosana Mula. Say hello. We'll get back to you later after introduce the other. Hi, Director Rosa. Can we hear you?
Good morning. Good morning po sa lahat, especially to Ma'am Lauren, whom I've met also personally noon sa Benguet State University.
Hi, very good. Yes. Are you from the Cordillera?
I used to be with Benguet State University po noon.
Very good. This is from the Cordillera. Anyway.
Yeah.
Okay. We also have someone who's really hands-on sa soil. Yung nagtatanim talaga. Yung talagang down to earth. Di ba? Ang gusto niyo mga kaibigan, down to earth. Hindi yung mga, pero ito, hindi lang down to earth na babae, talagang nagtatanim. Kasama ng uod, vermicomposting, nagtuturo, nag-workshop silang mag-asawa. At kasama natin ngayon, si Niccolo Aberasturi, taga Mindanao, pero siya nandito ngayon sa Luzon at meron silang workshop at farm. At sa bahay nila, tunelada ang mga harvest na kanilang hina-harvest buwan-buwan. Niccolo Aberasturi, say hello, Niccolo.
Good morning
Hi.
po. Salamat
Morning.
po.
Yes,
Thank you for having me here. I'm so honored na kasama ako.
Ano yung katabi mo? Nakakain ba yan?
Ayan, oo, tama. Ito yung maliit namin na tower garden na edible, no? Meron pang bulaklak, so maganda rin siyang i-adorno sa bahay.
Parang talinong yata yan.
Yan, tama po. Parang yung nasa rooftop nyo po.
Kakakain ko lang ng talinog. Okay.
Ay.
Okay. Alam nyo, ang tagal-tagal ko nang hindi lang kilala, kaibigan, hinahangaan, at ang sarap kausap ng taong ito. Long before na uso ang mga Filipiniana na modern, ginagawa na niya at sinusuot ko na siya, 1980s. And long before nagbalik probinsya, long before ang urban gardening or backyard farming, ginagawa na rin niya at ginagawa ko na rin, but perhaps siya on a bigger scale. Sabi ko nga, before I call it a night, I look at Patis Tesoro kasi nakaka-inspire yung kanyang mga tinatanim at yung kanyang mga pinipainting, yung kanyang ginagawa mga damit. Basta she is always positive and inspiring, the complete artist. Artists not just for clothes, but even art for the environment. And so we're so happy to have Patis Tesoro, who's a heritage expert, who's an environmentalist, and a gardener, farmer, everything all rolled into one. She's into permaculture, like many of us. Hi, Patis. Say hello, Patis. Hello, Patis. Do we have you on the line? I'm sorry, I can't hear, Patis. Kanina, narinig kita bago tayo mag-air. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, can you hear me now?
I can hear you very well. Narinig ka na namin, Patis. Baka nagalaw ng aso mo, yung audio mo, Patis.
Ano?
Okay.
Yes. Thank you. I am pleased to be seeing you and to communicate with you. And now our passion is really coming true. Yeah, what we have.
Very good. Yes, I hope you can show us your pictures of your farm, of
Yes.
what you're doing, what you're planting, at saka binabiodegradate mo ang inyong mga food waste. Nakikita mo, nakikita ko, you really do organic and permaculture, right?
And now I have my grandson who graduated from Los Baños, horticulture. He's actively helping me now because this is the future. So we have vermiculture, we have kusot, all the garbage, the leaves from the roof.
Very
And
good.
becomes fertilizer too.
Okay.
Yeah, so-
We'll get back to you after I introduce our other resource for
Thank you.
today. We have someone who is far away from us, but her heart is so close to us. Para naman hindi puro tayo mga midlifers, di ba? We have a millennial with us. We have a Filipina-Danish journalist who is a millennial, who is the wife of a diplomat, who loves heritage, and contemporary art, but also loves nature and bikes and parks and gardens and flowers. But she also likes makeup. But we won't talk about makeup now and food. So we have with us Carol Malasig. It's now 4 a.m. in Berlin, where you are, Carol.
Yes, ma'am. Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning. Show us the plant beside you, Carol.
Ma'am, it's a new cherry tomato plant because, as I've said, you've inspired me to start having my own home garden here in the apartment after being a plant killer for so long.
Can you show us your cherry tomato?
Yes,
I
ma'am.
can't see it. Okay. Put it beside you. Very good. Okay.
Right here.
Are you going to have that for lunch today?
Hopefully, ma'am. Medyo maliit pa po. But pag malaki-laki na ng konti, we can have it for lunch. And yun nga po, hopefully, I learn more from everybody who's here on how I can take care of it because I've been a plant killer for so long.
Maganda nandyan ka. Just put the cherry tomato beside you. You will tell us more about garden centers and florists in Germany because, you know, Patis and Niccolo and everyone who's here with us, dito sa atin, ang essential during the lockdown, mga drugstores. Sa Germany, kasama sa essential ang flower shop and garden centers. I wish it was that way here. And also joining us, someone who works in the grassroots, a model barangay in Metro Manila. Ang Barangay Potrero sa Malabon, where my family has a compound. That's our barangay. Maraming urban settlers. Nagbabaha, lumaki ako sa baha. Pero si barangay captain, yan ang challenge niya. Maraming informal settlers, pero ginawa niyang clean and green at nanalo ng 2016 sa Metro Manila ang Barangay Potrero. Kasama natin si Barangay Captain Sheryl Nolasco. Hi, Sheryl.
Hello po.
Congratulations. Yes. Hi, Sheryl. Congratulations at pinagpatuloy mo ang ating sinayong MRF, Material Recovery Facility, na tinuruan ng aking tanggapan at ng Mother Earth Foundation ni Sonia Mendoza. Do you have pictures later to show us, Sheryl?
Yes po. And thank you
Yes.
very much
Okay.
po dahil until now nagagamit po namin lahat ng tinulong niyo po sa amin.
Oh, very good. And malinis ang Potrero, no? Nakatulong sa health din ng mga tao.
Yes po.
Okay. Now, let's start with government. The Department of Agriculture. The Agriculture Training Institute. Basic question. How do people like those living, let's say, in Barangay Potrero, na wala naman farm, gaya ni Niccolo o ni Patis, o yung maliit na farm ko ng lola ko, na maliit na bahay or maski nakatira sa building. Kayo ba'y namimigay ng buto para sa maliliit na paso? Paano makakapagsimula from zero ang tinatawag na plant sa programa ng DA? Okay, Director Rosa.
Muli, magandang umaga ho sa ating lahat. So let me just briefly describe what we're doing now at the Department of Agriculture. So kagaya ho nang na-mention ni Ma'am Lauren, if there's one mantra now of the Department of Agriculture, it's actually plant, which of course ensures as the top priority of the Department of Agriculture, leading to food availability, accessibility, and sustainability. So under this, meron po tayong tinatawag na malaking programa ng ating departamento, which is on urban agriculture. Kung kagaya ng na-mention din kanina ni Ma'am Lauren, if siguro masasabi natin na si Secretary William Dar ang father ng gulayan o urban agriculture. Kasi nung panahon niya, under the then President Estrada, ito po yung isang programa niya din noon. In fact, up to now, I have to say that yung una sa mga nasuportahan noon, up to now, I were supporting under the urban agriculture program yung Barangay Holy Spirit dito po sa Quezon City. So if you have the chance, wag mo na. Ay, sandali, balik muna tayo. If you have the chance, kung pwede po siguro, one of these days, pag medyo okay na tayo, you can visit the Barangay Holy Spirit, which is almost a hectare And you can see there the concepts that we are introducing, that we have introduced and we are introducing still, interspersing gulayan as well as yung konting landscaping, making use of edible crops as well as yung mga flowers na at the same time integration of fishery and of course livestock. Anyhow, so if we talk of urban agriculture, this is actually growing or producing food in a city, heavily populated town or municipality. Meron din po tayong tinatawag na peri-urban, which we're also trying to address. So the big difference of the urban gardening per se, at saka yung mga home gardens, or sometimes they call it kitchen gardens or backyard gardens, we work towards also putting some entrepreneurial concept where you're able to grow something that you can also sell. I think there was a little discussion kanina that some of you who are practicing urban gardening, gusto nyo rin pong magbenta, that's the very essence of urban agriculture. We are not just producing food for the table, but eventually we would like to produce food for possibly selling it to others and to other communities as well. Okay, so just to give you a brief update, meron po kaming na-establish ng, as of yung ngayon lang po na COVID time we were able to establish an urban agriculture with respect to communities, barangay, universities, public spaces, besides yung household garden, which I will be explaining. So meron na po kaming 6 community gardens with ATI alone, because we're working together with the Bureau of Plant Industry. So kung ATI alone, meron na po kaming 6 community gardens. You can see sa picture po yan po yung recently inaugurated or launched. Yan po yung sa Camp Aguinaldo. So there is what you call crops. Yung sa isang picture nakikita niyo po, meron po yung tilapia at saka hito. And then meron pong livestock din, rabbitry and layers. At saka yan po yung mga crops. And if you notice, ginagamit din po namin yung mga tires and some other containers that can be recycled. So,
Nasaan yung tilapia pond mo? Nasaan yan, Director, yung tilapia? Camp Aguinaldo?
Camp Aguinaldo po.
Very good.
It's quite, if I'm not mistaken, the total area of the pond is about like 300 square meters na iba-iba po. We have hito, we have tilapia.
After lockdown, para maintindihan ng mga taga-Metro Manila ang konsepto ng urban gardening, ay pwede sa Barangay Holy Spirit in Quezon City, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Camp Aguinaldo for the tilapia pond. Ito ay government land, right?
Okay. Yung pong sa Camp Aguinaldo, integrated din po ito. So there is an element of crops, may elements ng livestock, at may elements ng fishery. The one in Holy Spirit, almost similar but in a smaller area because they don't have so much area. So we did pond for tilapia. Meron po siyang pond, which is not as big as the one in Camp Aguinaldo. There's also now the integration of livestock, layers, yung pong chicken, and of course the vegetable and greenhouses. Ito po yung tinatawag na community or barangay gardens since they have the space.
Very good. So ngayon, lahat ng LGUs ng Metro Manila or even local governments all over the country na gustong magtayo ng community garden, gaya ng sinasabi mo, or even individual households. Tayo may alam, tayo may konting lupa. Paano pag zero experience, walang lupa, pero maliit na bahay o nakatira sa condominium or apartment? Yan ang challenge. Kasi pag may lupa, buto lang magtanim ka na eh. Pero walang malaking lupa, walang access, hindi kilala si ATI. Paano siya hihingi ng buto sa inyo? Maraming mag-Facebook, mag-message. O sige, pwede mo akong bigyan ng ilang starter kit. Yung unang 10 mag-message, bigyan natin ng starter kit. Pwede ba? Pwede? Ayan.
Tapusin ko lang po and then I will tell how to access how to do the training and everything. Pwede pa, briefly na lang. I think I just have 3 slides. 3 slides, I think. Back muna ha. Okay, so the other one, if you notice, yung isang, where you have the 6, 3, 10. So yung 3, meron po kaming in process. This is the one in Caloocan, Novaliches, and a few other areas in Quezon City. So, meron naman po kaming center base. Ito po yung aming mga regional centers, which I will be explaining as well. So, ngayon, meron po kaming tinatawag na starter kits for households. Ito po yung sa mga nakatira sa condominiums o wala po kayong mga enough spaces. We provide starter kits. So, what's inside the starter kits ay basics. That's why it's called starter kits, because andito na po yung pwedeng, meron po kayong seedling tray where you can start. Meron po, inside that starter kit, meron po kayong garden soil. Ito po siya. Meron din po kayong, ito po yung compost to mix with your garden soil so that you'll be able to have ensure na matutubo po yung mga seeds nyo. Okay. And then meron po kayong mga bags, kung halimbawa poly bags, kung in case wala po kayong mga paso-paso or some things that you cannot recycle. At kasama din po dito, inside is the how-tos. Okay, kung paano nyo po patubuin ang mustasa, paano nyo po patubuin ang kalabasa o alugbati, andito po sa isang starter kit na to. That's why it's called starter kit, for you to start honing your skill sa paggagarden po sa areas na walang sapat na lupa. So, as of this date, ito po din po yung seeds. Okay? So, meron po, actually, sa ATI, ang dinidistribute lang po namin ay 3 klase to ensure that talagang aasikasuhin ng mga households ang kanilang pagpapatubo ng kanilang seeds. Kasi yung iba po, pag masyadong marami, baka lang ipamimigay. Okay lang kung ipamimigay. Kaya lang po, baka din nila hindi maitanim lahat. So, and of course, we do ask the LGU, since we work with the LGU, ano po ba talaga ang gusto din ng karamihan ng household sa lugar nyo. So we really work closely with LGUs, kagaya ng mga barangays. Okay? So, for instance, sa NCR, meron na po kaming na-distribute na mga starter kits about almost, sabihin na natin 7,000, 659,000, na ganyan po, together with BPI. And in NCR alone, meron na pong binigyan namin ng 653,000. And then for other agencies, nagbigay din ho kami sa DNR, sa aming kapwa Kaline Agency, about almost 6,709. And of course, seedlings, kasi nagbibigay din po kami ng mga seedlings na pwede na po itong kaagad i-transplant. So we have given something like 68,000. So next please. So eto. Sometimes, alam ko po na malaking problema ay the face-to-face training na nahihirapan ho tayo. Actually, if there's one component of the Department of Agriculture that's very much affected by COVID pandemic is yung training na face-to-face. Kaya we have now online courses, or these are the ways by which you can you will be able to know what's going on at the same time yung mga pwede niyong basahin o to go through so that you'll be able to go to accomplish yung pag-garden o pag-home garden sa mga bahay-bahay. So actually, online we have 67 courses, but related to agriculture or to urban gardening, we have 24 courses. So meron
access these online courses. Can you give us the link now?
Yes, ma'am. So we will give you the link. Sige. nasa last, yan po. Yan po yung link. So these are the possible ways by which you can get in touch with us. So at Interactive, we also have Farmers Contact Center. Just in case kung nagkakaproblema po yung link, pwede nyo pong tawagan or itong 0920-946-2474. Or pwede din po kayong mag-email, pwede din po, may mobile din po kami, meron din po kaming landline. And we have also Facebook account. So
Very
just press Agricultural Training Institute and that's it.
Okay, with your permission, we will post all this information in my Facebook page after this.
Sure,
Okay?
ma'am.
Very good.
Thanks.
Okay, so we will continue to have e-learning. What's next after e-learning? Okay, the starter kit. Paano nyo pinili yung binigyan nyo ng 659? And dami nag-text dito, gusto nilang starter kit, hihingan ako ng starter kit. So perhaps they can call you on that ATI number and then pick it up in the nearest DENR outlet or DA outlet within Metro Manila because baka magpuntahan lang sa opisina ko, wala akong bibigyan ng starter kit.
Ma'am, ganito po, you can give our contact, even our FB account. Ang gusto lang po namin para mas organisado ay per barangay po sana. So once the barangay will give the requirement to us or to BPI, we are more than willing to organize this and either we send it or they pick it up from our office.
Very good. Para hindi masayang, hindi ba, Director?
Yes, ma'am.
Yun, online kasama natin ang isang medical doctor specialist. He's a gastrointernist. He's now, because of lockdown sa Makati Med, hindi siya nag-clinic, pero siya ay urban gardener. Kausap ko siya at kasama natin sa Zoom ngayon. So, hihingan ko na ng starter kit si Dr. Olympia. Although marami na siyang tanim sa bahay. At nagbigay ako sa kanya ng isang tower garden from Niccolo Aberasturi, who will be joining us after you. But you stay on with us, please, because we will interact later. We have Patis Tesoro, who's into permaculture. We have Niccolo Aberasturi. Thank you for that, Director. We will get back to you. Niccolo Aberasturi. Yung nagpunta ko sa bahay ni Niccolo sa Laguna, maliit ang backyard niya, pero ang produce niya, nako Niccolo, ilang tonelada nga, lahat ng uri ng gulay, ng halaman, at ng makakain, at pati flowers na may isip nyo, pati microgreens na napakarami, ay nandyan sa kanyang backyard. Talagang walang sayang, not even 1 square meter of space. Niccolo, are you there? Join us, please. Oh, Niccolo, maybe he wants out planting already.
Yes, thank you, ma'am.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Okay, Nick. So
Yes.
you have the floor. You listen to the plant program of the Department of Agriculture. Now it's an NGO, let's say a private entrepreneur. Two passionate people, Paula and Niccolo of DowntoEarth. Okay, tell us yung tower garden. Simple. Turuan mo kami sa mga hindi pa nagtatanim, paano magsimula magtanim? How do you start planting and growing your own food?
Yung ginawa namin, ma'am, gusto naming magtanim ng sarili naming pagkain, pero gusto rin naming malinis yung kalikasan, no? So para sa pamamaraan na na-develop namin, dapat yung dalawa sabay yun. So dapat nag-grow ka ng pagkain at the same time nililinis natin yung environment. So yung ginawa namin, yung backyard namin, kinonvert namin into kitchen garden, no? So but yung diferensya dito po, yung ginagamit naming pataba is yung galing po sa food waste, no? So yun talaga yung kaluluwa nung ginawa namin sa backyard. So every day po nagko-compost kami. Kino-compost namin lahat, mga tira-tirang gulay, tira-tirang prutas. Meron din pong pamamaraan paano gagawin para sa mga tira-tirang isda, karne. So dahil po dito, sa isang taon po, in 600 square meters, nakapatubo po kami ng mga 2 toneladang fruit and vegetables po, no? Tapos yung itlog po, nasa mga 500 dozens. And yung pinaka-source po niyan lahat, ma'am, is compost lang, no? And of course, marami naman. After compost, of course, papasok ngayon yung malinis na tubig. Importante po, pag nag-o-organikong pamamaraan ka sa pagpapatubo, yung tubig po natin, kailangan lang nating pahingahin. No? Pahingahin lang natin dahil para lang mawala yung chlorine niya at magiging buhay na siya. So dapat hindi natin papatayin yung mga mikrobyo na nagpapabuhay ng mga halaman natin. So sa mabilis na in short words po, papakainin natin yung lupa at yung lupa yung magpapakain dun sa mga halaman natin. Another po na nakaka-unique dun sa ginawa po namin, ma'am, minsan po tinitignan natin when na yung tonnage, no, yung marami kasi ganyan karami, no, we're harvesting, nibenta na namin yung iba. But yung pinaka nakita kong importante na dapat malaman ng lahat na iba na ang dami naming edible weeds po, no? Ano ba yung mga edible weeds? Ito po yung mga gulay-gulay na akala natin tinatapon lang natin, no? Hindi siya ganun kalaki yung yield niya, pero po yung nutritional value niya ang taas-taas. I can mention many, no? So yung pinaka sa taas nito is ulasiman po, no, or purslane. Pag tinignan mo po, ito po ay isang damo lang na kung saan-saan lang tumutubo dito sa Pilipinas, pero siya yung pinakamataas na omega-3 sa lahat ng leafy greens po. Nilalagay nga natin to sa kapsula, no? We even put this in capsules. Ngayon, hindi natin, kailangan lang nating turuan yung mga tao kung alin doon yung pipiliin nila, no? Yung isa naman dito is yahong-yahong o gutukola, no? So, pansit-pansitan, kulitis, karagom, of course, may malunggay tayo dyan, nandiyan si saluyot, and then talinum. Yung mga karamihan sa mga gulay-gulay na to na indigenous, perennial po siya, no? So ibig sabihin yan, isang beses mo lang siya itanim. Wala naman tayong winter dito. So kailangan gagamitin natin tong mga gulay na to na mataas na nutritional value kasi isang beses lang natin siya itatanim. Karamihan po ng ibang gulay po dapat itatanim mo palagi. So kagaya ng talinum po, no? Pag once na tinanim mo siya, harvest ka na lang ng harvest, no? Malunggay, ganun din po, no? Ngayon, pag tinignan niyo yung nutritional value ng mga yan, ang taas-taas po, no? So, dun sa ginawa namin, gusto naming ipakita din sa iba at i-share namin yung teknolohiya, nag-workshop kami. Doon namin na-discoveryhan na ang dami pala na gustong magtanim pero wala silang lupa, no? So, nandun sila sa mga condominium nila, apartment. Kaya po naisip namin gumawa ng paraan kung paano namin i-develop yung sistema na yon, a compact ecosystem po, na pwede nilang gawin doon sa mga kondo nila o sa bahay. Ito po yung lumabas yung vertical tower garden. So, yung tower garden po, tumatakbo po siya doon sa mga basura natin, tira-tirang gulay at saka prutas, no? Pinasaksak mo, ito po, nasa likod ko, yung maliit namin, ito sa eksperimento namin nung ginagawa pa lang namin na una. Dito mo ilalagay yung fruits and vegetables mo, may uod yan, kakainin niya, and then papakainin niya yung halaman. So parang yung ecosystem po na nangyayari sa kalikasan, nilalagay natin dun sa bahay natin. Kaya sustainable siya, nakakatulong ka sa environment, no? Meron ka pang nakukuhang gulay. Tapos hindi lang po yan, ma'am. Yung lahat po ng compost o yung mga excess mo na tubig, nakukuha mo po dito sa ilalim, nilagyan namin ng palanggana. Ngayon, pag ginawa mo ng tama yung paraan na yan, yung composting na yan, pwede mong idilig dun sa iba mong halaman. No? So ito yung mga ginagawa naming workshops, no? Malaking bagay po yung mga nakikita natin na mga basura lang na pwede pala natin gamitin, kagaya ng mga karton, old newspaper.
Nakikita ko yan, hindi ka, Niccolo. Newspaper at karton. Hindi ko masyadong maintindihan anong ginawa mo doon. Can I see?
Okay po.
Explain mo yung gamit mo ng newspaper.
Kasi po, pag nasa bahay ho kayo, no? Pag nasa condo tayo, apartment, wala naman tayong access sa mga dried leaves pag nagko-compost tayo, no?
Yes.
Minsan, kung meron man, sobrang konti. Pero meron tayong maraming karton at brown paper at saka old newspaper. So ito yung ginagamit natin po na carbon material pag nagko-compost tayo dun sa bahay natin. Ito po yung kailangan natin para gumawa tayo ng tinatawag nating living soil. Pag nahalo mo po yan dun sa tira-tira nating prutas at saka gulay, no? At tama naman yung blending mo, nakakagawa tayo ng pataba na pwede natin gamitin.
Ibig mo sabihin, bago yung newspaper, maaring isama sa food waste at sa dry leaves and twigs? Pwede
Yes
yun?
po. Yes, yun yung ginagawa po namin. No? Hinahalo mo siya. Ngayon, yung pamamaraan lang, para malaman mo na tama naman yung proportion mo, pag wala ka ng maamoy po, ibig sabihin nun, yung ammonia, hinigop na lahat ng papel mo. So,
Pero ito sa picture mo, nakalatag itong karton mo sa lupa eh. Bakit
Yes.
nakalatag sa lupa?
okay,
Oo.
iba naman po sistema yan. Ito po yung sa backyard. No? Isa sa pinaka-problema, pag meron tayong maliit na backyard garden is ang dami nating damo. No? Ang daming damo. So, ang ginagawa po namin, ginagamit namin yung karton para itakip dun sa mga vegetable bed.
I
At wala, ngayon, pag ginawa mo po yan, wala nang damo natutubo dyan kasi nandyan na yung karton. No?
Okay.
Patong ka lang ng patong po, nagiging compost lang siya eventually. So, nagiging pataba na rin siya sa lupa.
So, yung nakikita ko rin na nakalatag na newspaper sa lupa, yun din ang silbi ng karton para lang wag tumubo ang mga weeds.
Yes
Tama?
po, isa yan. And then, ang pinaka-importante ho po na function yan, hindi lang dun sa damo, pero pag once po na tinakpan mo yung lupa mo, ito yung pinaka-critical po pag nag-garden. No? Pag kung gusto mo na tuloy-tuloy yung mikrobyo, yung growth ng mikrobyo na nagpapakain ng halaman mo sa garden mo, dapat hindi mo siya i-expose sa araw. Kasi once nga in-expose mo siya sa araw, namamatay na po siya. So,
Sorry, pakiulit, wag i-expose sa araw yung
yung lupa nyo po sa garden. So, importante yung mulching. Kasi karamihan po ng garden na nakikita natin, lahat wala siyang lupa siya, no, naka-expose siya sa init. Pag natatamaan po yan ng araw, namamatay yung mikrobyo doon na dapat nagpapakain at nagpapataba ng mga halaman natin.
Okay. Sa mga hindi gardener, hindi nakakaintindi agrikultura, pwede mong i-operationalize o simpleng salita o sa Tagalog, anong ibig sabihin ng mulching? Ano yung pamamaraan ng mulching? Yun.
Okay, mulch po, no? Hindi ko alam kung ano ba yung Tagalog version yun. So,
Direktor, ano ba ang mulch? Pagkumpul ng tuyot na dahon. Yun, tama?
Kasi marami pong klase ang mulch, kagaya nga po yung ginawa ni Sir Niccolo. Pwedeng karton, pwedeng dayami, pwede po yung mga dahon-dahon na sabi niyong kinolekta.
Okay.
Basta what is significant sa mulching po ay, yun nga, you have to conserve the moisture. That's one. That's true. Hindi nyo ho dapat nilalagay sa araw ang lupa kasi mamamatay nga yung mga beneficial microorganisms to facilitate yung pagpaprocess ng food ng mga mikrobyo na to. And of course, to prevent weeds ho talaga din yan. Number one yan.
Okay. So, hindi sayang ang mga dry leaves, twigs, at branches. Huwag itapon para kolektahin ng garbage collector. Ito ay gamitin para takpan ang lupa o i-mulch, ipagsama-sama para dun sa paan ng puno sa may roots. Tama? Para takpan.
Yes, ma'am.
yes po.
We have other speakers, Niccolo. So, paliwanag mo lang. Lahat yan pang backyard farming eh. Nung marami nag-text dito, wala naman silang backyard. Gusto nilang magtanim. Nakatira sa kanilang building or apartment o Niccolo at saka direktor. Challenge yan. Kasi susunod sa'yo, si Patis Tesoro. Yan naman, rural area sa Laguna. Pero bago kay Patis, paano naman yung kamukha ni Carol, nakatira sa Berlin, pero maraming mga dito rin sa Maynila nagtatanong, gusto nila magtanim. Wala silang farm. Yun.
Sige po. Kami po, tinuturo namin yan. No? Yung pinakamabilis po, kung gusto mong i-farm yung square foot mo sa loob ng bahay na wala kang araw, maraming nakatira kasi na wala silang access sa balcony, wala silang veranda. No? Yung tinuturo po namin yan is sprouting. Ngayon, yung pinakamabilis na ehemplo po ng sprouting is yung mung bean, no? Yung tinatawag nating tauge, no? Yung tauge po, meron ka lang yung 1 kilo mong tauge, pag ginawa mo ng tama po yan at pinalago mo yan, meron ka ng 5 kilo. Ang dami-dami mo, pwede mo pang ibenta yan dun sa mga kapitbahay mo. Ngayon, yung importante mo lang dapat malaman dyan sa tauge na yan is dapat gagamitan mo siya ng malinis na tubig. Yan ang pinaka-importante kasi pag yung tubig mo ay madumi, hindi yan lalago.
Okay. Yan ang hindi ko pa natatanim, ha? Kung ang lahat na yata natanim ko, togi ang hindi. Susubukan ko yung togi. Pero bago tayo magpatuloy, time is never enough. Si Patis Tesoro, alam mo, pupunta tayo dyan. She's so inspiring and she's been doing this for many, many decades. Patis, kwento mo sa mga hindi pa nakaka-discover sa'yo sa Instagram o sa pinapakita mo, tell us about your permaculture garden, the PatisTito Garden Café, and what you do with the local farmers of Laguna in San Pablo. Hi, Patis. Patis, are you here with us? Oh, maaga si Patis eh. We were already discussing earlier. Did she lose her internet? Yes, Patis?
Okay, can you hear me?
There, very good. I can hear you now.
Okay, good. Yeah. My farm, my place in Laguna is now a PatisTito Garden Cafe and Permaculture Creativity Center. And why did I do this? It's been my dream for years that aside from making clothes and being in fashion, we have a sustainable source of food. And the atmosphere around you must be beautiful, you know, just like clothes, just like makeup, just like anything. Even if you live in the city, which I used to do, I was in San Juan, I always had a garden. Now, I found out the hard way, with a lot of expense, that it's not only wanting to plant, but how to do it, how to go about it. And planting is a lot of organization. You just don't go and plant anything. I went through that. You waste a lot of money, a lot of time, a lot of disappointments, a lot of expense, no? Before I even do anything, like you will see in the picture here, I have arcos of old cacahuate. Why do I do that? Because I like beauty. And these vines will grow tomatoes, will grow verbena, will grow anything beautiful, flowering and eating vines. Outside my window, I have decided to make my personal garden, Tomasa's garden, a permaculture vegetable garden. You will see here, I have a potting shed, which I am devoting to herbal culinary plants. So when people come to visit me and to say have a meal, and then I give them a tour, it's not just a farm for eating, but also a farm to satisfy the eyes and to satisfy all the senses. My problem now, not the problem, situation is how to sell these things. I have focused on herbs. I have banana saba, I have lanzones, rambutan. I now bought, I focus on certain plants that are not unusual because I also have talinum, I have culantro. Culantro is a local herb that we call Philippine cilantro, but actually it is culantro, and you'll see the cooking of this in Cuba and South America. So it's not only just planting it, but for me, it is also giving recipes on how to eat it. And that's what I hope when the time is right and people can come to PatisTito Garden Cafe and Permaculture Farm and creativity, because I also like to have artists and creative people come, because I think all these combinations are all beautiful for people, for all of us, especially in troubled times like this, no?
Okay, please. Gaya ng sinabi ko kanina kay Niccolo, paliwanag natin yung mga terms na alam natin ang ibig sabihin, but not everybody will understand. Kamukha yung mulching, pinaliwanag natin yung paggamit ng dry leaf para matakpan yung soil. Ito naman, maraming gumagamit ng words na permaculture. Pero let's explain what is permaculture. This is, I know that, that's like living with the soil, organic gardening is just one aspect of the whole design philosophy of permanent agriculture or permaculture. Can you tell us in simple terms so that everybody will understand ano ba yung permaculture?
Yeah, permaculture is actually looking at your land and looking at your environment and not cutting down trees so that you can grow, say, mais or something like that. It's working around what is growing on your land. You know what I
Yes.
mean?
Yes.
Yeah. So
Good.
that is basically what permaculture is. And of course, trying to be as organic as you can. And as, you know, if you have chickens and a little 1 pig or 2 pigs, stuff like that. I started small. I started not knowing anything, Lauren. As you know me through the years, it's been just a passion, and my focus was fashion, and it still is. I still am in the fashion business, though I don't know who now will buy my clothes at this point. But the satisfaction. I mean, what is life all about, right? So I think if I was still in my place in San Juan or in my apartment in Malate before, when I started out, I had plants. I still had it in, you know, all over the place. The problem with that was all of this information now that we have in our hands today wasn't available at that time. And it, you know, I did a lot of mistakes, and I still am. Luckily, I have my grandson who finished horticulture in Los Baños. So he, you know, the youth today are very troubled because of our time and because we have lost touch with family and with connections. And my grandson just loves it. You know, he...
Perhaps let Director Rosa answer your question. Director Rosa, sino ang bibili ng mga gulay na
Yes.
tinatanim ni Patis?
Okay.
Yan. Paano, pati ako, may mga gulay akong tinatanim. Hindi ko kayang kainin with all my... Pinamimigay ko na sa aking mga kaibigan, sa mga neighbors. Pero syempre, yung gasolina, yung...
Tama.
Oo, paano naman yun? Break
Ma'am,
even man.
Ma'am, we have the so-called kadiwa now, no? Which is really which we're really trying to multiply it. So actually, tinatanong po lang namin kung meron na pong kadiwa sa Laguna. Kasi we just want to make sure para ma-access po namin yung kay Ma'am Patis.
In San Pablo, ma'am.
Ay, San Pablo. Okay. So,
Ay,
chinecheck lang po namin, Mama. But kasi nga, I know na it's more of the commercialization. Yung sayang din kasi pag nasisira lang, that's true. You can give it out, you can, pero I think it makes a lot of difference talaga kung mabenta din natin. So, we really have the kadiwa, but I'm just checking it out now kung meron kami sa mga areas na yan so that it's easier for us to organize and collect.
Okay, kung kadiwa sa San Pablo, bibili ng kadiwa lahat ng produkto at tanim.
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Good.
Oo. Yun po yung ginagawa ngayon. So it's the Kadiwa is trying to organize all this marketing para mabenta po sa iba. That is to of course give solution to access to good food and safe food. Now, meron din po kaming online ngayon. So we're just checking it out. In a little while, I'll give you a more detailed tungkol po sa Kadiwa, ha?
Okay, later ha. We should go, Patis, tell me, ano ang pinakamadali, pinakamasarap, pinakamabenta mo na gulay na tinatanim sa iyong garden cafe?
Pandan, citronella, lemongrass, all the easy halaman that I am focusing really, Lauren, on scented herbs and Southeast Asian herbs that we use in our food that Southeast Asia uses. Vietnam, etc., like lemongrass is famous. Talinum is, I use it. I think what's important, Lauren, aside from selling, is also to give recipes. You know, we should have a contest.
Tama, yes. Can you share with us? Ako, I wish I had more time, but maybe we can have another session, 1 hour, full mga herbs at recipes. But before that, but stay on. We now have Sheryl Malasig from Berlin. She's a millennial who has her lives in her apartment with her husband who's a diplomat, and she has her tomatoes beside her. Tell us, during lockdown, segregation is very strict in Germany. How did you survive the lockdown, and how did this little gulay here and there and the garden centers, which have been open for 2 months? Carol, tell us more about what you need to know and what little things you can share as a millennial living in an apartment in Berlin.
Hi, ma'am. Good morning po. So,
Morning.
here po in Berlin, we were pretty lucky in a way kasi po, hindi naman ganun ka-strict yung lockdown, but there were major restrictions for around 2 months. So, ang nangyari po is marami pong sinara na stores. However, one of the stores that remained open, kasama po ng mga groceries and ng mga drugstores, is yung mga garden centers and yung mga malalaking hardware po. Think MC Home Depot style of hardware stores, but also the big garden centers that are connected to them. Kasi po, for a lot of Germans, gardening and being one with nature is very important. It's an essential part of their life. So napapansin ko po sa mga Berliners that I've met, a lot of them have their own plants at home. So even for the city dwellers, they make sure to have their own herbs at home para pipitas na lang po sila when they're making their own salads. And even though I'm someone who never really got around to planting my own stuff at home, kasi po, I'm a killer, namamatay po talaga lahat sa akin, it has inspired me to try once again, especially after watching your other episode, the first one po. So, one of the things po that I want to share before jumping into the garden centers then is the concept po of a Kleingarten, which literally means small garden. Here in Germany, there are around 1.2 million pieces of land. So maliliit po siya na plots of land that you can apply for. So as a city dweller, if you want your own small garden, you can apply for a small plot of land nearby your city, medyo a little outside lang po the city center, that you can go to and you can tend to this garden. You can treat it as your own. So it's very high demand po talaga here in Germany because a lot of Germans want to have their own Kleingarten. So here you can barbecue, you can plant anything you want, and you can have a paddle pool. Pwede po may maliit kayong kubo. You can use it as a small vacation home po kapag summer. So ngayon pong summer and during the restrictions din po, the garden centers remained open. One of the reasons why is because of the Kleingarten. Kasi po marami pong Germans would treat this as their sort of escape. Kasi it's your own personal garden there.
Yes, government property that's divided and then rented out to individuals.
Yes, ma'am. Apo. So you apply for this land.
How big is the smallest plot?
It's around a few square meters, may mga around 50 square meters, depending po sa size nung garden academy na nag-handle or nung association na nag-handle po. But it's enough to have a small kubo or like a shed, and you can have your paddling pool, and enough to have like a few different types of plants that you can, flowers po, herbs, and even gulay. So marami pong Germans yung may ganitong plot of land.
Ilan na ang Kleingardens in Berlin? These are government-owned land within the city for those like you living in apartments, in buildings, and you can actually rent or lease a 50 square meter land, and you can plant your herbs and harvest it for yourself, but you pay rent to government.
You pay po a one-time fee sa government, but meron din pong parang maliit na monthly dues din sila. So this is for Germans as well. And around 1.2 million of these are all over the country po. So hindi ko nakuha yung data for Berlin, but I'm pretty sure a huge chunk of that is here in the capital.
That's a good, what do you think of that? That's a good concept of having ang daming bakanting lupa. Pwedeng i-chop up into small and then lease it into urban gardens, oo.
Yes, ma'am.
Pero kailangan may restriction. Kasi makita mo na, nagtatayuan na ng bahay doon, baka hindi mo na mapaalis.
Yes, ma'am. Opo.
Yeah. So after this, perhaps, unless you have the information, all the template of the Klein Garden, we can study it with the ATI and do some pilot in some areas. Yung mga LGUs na may bakanteng lupa, and then maybe exclusively for those who don't have farms. Huwag na sa mga kamukha namin ni Patis na may maliliit naman na lupa o sumukha ni Niccolo. Sa mga apartment dwellers and building dwellers and even informal settlers. Para kung informal settlers na syudad, tabi-tabi, pero kung may lalakarin kang bakanteng lupa dyan, meron kang maski 20 square meter, magtanim ka ng alokbati, kangkong, talbusang kamote, di buhay ka, lalakad ka, harvest ka ng pagkain mo sa araw-araw. Oh, good.
Yes, ma'am.
What Klein garden mean in English or Filipino or Tagalog? What is Klein?
It's two words po, ma'am, put together. Klein is small and garden is garden. So literally a small garden.
Oh, nice. Small garden.
Yes.
Perhaps this is worth looking into, Director Rosa, Klein garden, so small garden concept. We should all start thinking small and micro now, especially post-pandemic. Very interesting.
Look now, we have.
There are 1.2 million Klein gardens all over Germany already.
All over Germany, ma'am. And this is like a practice though po. One of my German friends told me that this is a practice that goes all the way back to the DDR. So back when East and West Germany made division pa po. So for the East Germans, this was like their sort of escape. Since travel po was very limited, like now, dito po nagpupuntahan yung mga Germans para mag-relax, mag-unwind, and tend to their own plants. So it's actually a good thing din po to consider, I think.
Do you already have your own Klein garden?
Sadly, ma'am, hindi po kami entitled since expats or like my husband is working po with the embassy. Hindi po kami German. But for a lot of Germans po and the ones who move here for a longer period of time, then they can apply po. Kasi ma'am, application for a piece of land takes a long time kasi po marami talaga ang may gusto. Pila po talaga siya.
So it's like a communal garden.
Yes, ma'am. Opo, na may bakod po for each. So may kapitbahay po kayo, but your Klein garden is all yours. It's up to you kung ano po yung gusto nyong i-plant. But of course, the association who tends to the whole area, of course, they check it if you take care of it well. So pag kunyari hindi nyo na po inaalagaan na maayos, you can lose your entitlement to that land. Pwede po siyang ipasa sa iba.
Actually, yung konsepto ng Klein garden, Patis, Rosa, Niccolo, and Carol, ginagawa na natin sa Pilipinas. Pero ang tawag natin, hindi Klein garden, hindi small garden. Sa mga material recovery facility, under my Ecological Solid Waste Management Law, RA 9003, alam niyang Climate Change Commission yan at ng DNR at alam ni Attorney Ipat, na sa MRF natin, kung saan tayo nag-gather ng organic compost, at botelata plastic, recycled, and then the paper waste, we also have vertical gardens or little gardens. And our next guest, who's an awardee of the Metro Manila Clean and Green Award, is Barangay Potrero Chairperson. We have our Lady Barangay Captain, Sheryl Nolasco. Nandiyan ka pa, Sheryl?
Hello po.
Ayan, si Sheryl, nako, meron ka bang mga litrato? Kasi yung sinasabi sa Germany na Klein Garden, ginagawa natin yun sa Potrero, hindi ba? Ginagawa rin natin sa Barangay Nyogan sa Tagaytay at sa Barangay Sikat. Ginagawa rin yan ng San Fernando sa Pampanga. At even ng Barangay Fort in Taguig. But tell us about your Barangay Potrero sa Malabon. Paano ka ba nanalo?
Yes.
Ang galing-galing mo.
Dahil po sa inyo.
Louder.
Dahil po sa... Okay naman po yung audio. Okay, so last 2015 po, nung isa po kami sa...
Siguro lakasan ang microphone. Okay.
Okay po. Bali po, noon pong mga year 2014 po, nung nagkaroon po ng connection ang Mother Earth Foundation sa Barangay Potrero. Dahil po sa inyo pong recommendation na isa po ang Barangay Potrero na ma-consider na maturuan po ng solid waste management.
Pwedeng lakasan ng konti. Mahina.
Okay po. Wait po. Okay po. So, naririnig na po.
Very clear.
Okay. Nung pong last, mga 3 years ago po, nagkaroon po ng chance yung Barangay Potrero na makatrabaho po ng Mother Earth Foundation through Senator Lauren Legarda na ginawa po nila yung Barangay Potrero na matutunan po ang solid waste management. So inumpisahan po ang segregation at source. Tinuruan po namin ang 12,000 household na magkaroon po ng segregation. And then, ang naging problem po namin dito ay wala po kaming lote para po matayuan po ng MRF. So, yung Barangay Potrero po talaga is puro sementado po yung kalsada. And magkaroon man po kami dito ng mga lote na may lupa ay puro private lots po. So, isa pong naging hamon po sa aming barangay ay kung saan po namin dadalhin yung mga kitchen waste no na pwede pong gamitin as compost. And then, yun po yung mga naging, isa po sa naging way po namin ay hanapin po yung mga sidewalk po ng Barangay Potrero. Yung unang-una pong MRF na itayo po ng Barangay Potrero ay isa pong private lot. So during that time po, nung buhay pa po yung father namin, yun po yung kanyang lugar na pinagtutulugan. So isa po siya sa nangalaga ng MRF dahil mahilig pong magtanim yung father namin. So yun din po yung ginamit namin na MRF na inilaban po namin sa solid waste management ng MMDA para sa Barangay Power. So doon po nakapag-produce po ng mga gulay tapos yung mga medicinal plants po na pinamimigay din po namin sa mga karatig na lugar ng amin pong anong MRF po. So may mga tanim po doon dati na mga asitaba, mga talbos po, ganyan. So yun po nagamit po. Kaso lang po, after po nung mawala po yung father namin, kinuha na po nung may-ari ng lote yung private lot. So naging problem na naman po namin kung saan po namin ililipat yung aming MRF. So meron po kami ditong mga lote na dati pong parang plant box lang po. Naglipat po kami doon ng isa pang MRF na naging satellite po and then nag-start pong magtanim ng halaman at mga gulay yung mga association po doon. So ito po yung lugar ng mga informal settlers. Mga nasa 400 plus po yung families na nakatira po sa gilid ng kalsada. So yung pong lupa doon ay mga siguro 2 dipa lang po yung sukat niya na puro sidewalk po. So ginawa po doon po nagdadala ng mga kitchen waste tapos gumawa po ng compost and then eventually po nag-start na pong magtanim yung samahan, yung association. Napapakinabangan na po yung mga gulay doon. Kaya lang po ang problem po namin sa area na yon is para lang po yun doon sa mga nakatira doon. So naging isa pong another challenge ay maghanap po ulit ng isa pang area para po mapagpatuloy po naman yung pagtatanim po ng ating barangay. So meron pong space na nakita po kami sa may gilid po ng Tulyahan River na kung saan po nung ginawa po yung river wall, meron pong space in between doon sa ilog at papunta po dito sa ating barangay. So ginamit po muna natin po yung lugar na yon. Yan po yung nakikita niyo ngayon sa picture na kung saan po ang ating mga Ladies Brigade monitoring po ang nangangalaga. Kasalukuyan po, last year lang po yan na inag-umpisa. Kasalukuyan po, meron na po diyang mga tumutubo po na mga bunga gaya po ng papaya, talbos, talong, ampalaya, mga gamot din po na halamang gamot din po, tapos kamote. Kaya lang po during this pandemic, hindi po namin siya gaano pong nagamit dahil medyo maliit lang po talaga yung space. Pero before po nung pandemic, ang nagiging source po namin siya para po maging pagkain ng mga waste warriors po natin, nung mga nangangalaga po nung MRF at yung karatig na lugar po na isa din po sa mga lugar na marami rin pong informal settlers dito.
It's ideal to have a barangay sa Metro Manila na may informal settlers at maski na 2 dipa lang na sidewalk, nagtatanim kayo. So hindi ko alam na pinaalis na pala kayo dun sa MRF nyo dati, pero hindi ka pa rin nag-give up, nagtatanim pa rin kayo ng makakain sa barangay. Imagine, kung lahat ng 42,000 barangay sa buong Pilipinas ay gagamitin ng mga na-recycle na bote, lata, plastic, maski na mag-vertical garden at magtanim ng alukbati, talbos ng kamote, kangkong, ay hindi naman magugutom ang mga tao. Thank you for sharing with us the Filipino version of Klein Garden. Ayan o, ginagamit ni Sheryl. Pakita mo yung pictures mo. Yung drum composting. O, tinan mo yung bote ng litro. O, nagtanim siya ng gulay dyan. Ano tong isang bote mong puti na nakaganon? O, so lahat ng mga recycled ay ginagamit. Direktor, bigyan mo naman sila ng starter kit. Kita mo naman ang passion ng mga yan. O, gawin mo. I would ask the ATI, maging challenge sa inyo, madali gumawa pag may 1 hectare ka eh. Madali gumawa pag may Camp Aguinaldo ka eh. Ito, 2 dipa. Pero tino mo ang passion ng mga tao. Tino mo yung kapitan. Pinaalis na sila, naghanap na naman ng lugar. Nasa gilid na ng ilog, nagko-compost pa rin. ATI, Director, pangako mo sa akin, after this, ay kayo ni Barangay Captain ay mag-converge at magiging model mo ang Barangay Potrero para sa isang urban gardening sa isang informal settler community. Yan ang magandang hamon para sa DA.
Yes. Ma'am, a few things lang po ha. Yung tungkol po sa kadiwa for Ma'am Patis and Sir Niccolo, and of course to you, Ma'am Lauren, we have sent the information and the contact numbers, okay? Yung po naman sa MRF, actually ma'am, we really like that idea kasi we're working now with MRF, yung material facility na yan, with Novaliches. So siguro one of these days, pag naka-set up na po kami doon, pwede
I will teach you that because that's the essence of Republic Act 9003, the Ecological Solid Waste Management Law. Bawat barangay ay dapat may material recovery facility kung saan dinadala ang bote, lata, plastic na nare-recycle. Yung food waste, yan ay ginagawang organic compost at ang paper waste ay nire-recycle, binibenta. Kaya ang kinokolekta na lang ng garbage collector, siguro 20% na lang ng ating household waste. At yan ay napatunayan sa Barangay Potrero sa Malabon na nanalo ng Clean and Green. So, ATI Director, please, gawin mong mod ng barangay ang Potrero.
Sheryl. No, we'll make sure na you can have access to whatever we have for urban gardening.
Let me just acknowledge all our viewers. And we're over time 10 minutes, but okay, we're over time again. Hello to our viewers from Antique, sa ako mga Kasimanwa, ang daming nanunood, at Quezon City, Mandaluyong, Batangas, Cavite, Makati, Australia, Germany, from last week pa. Aini says, good morning. Maria Vidalion, Aini Evangelista, Lorna Angor, hello ma'am, good morning. Romel Resurrection, mabuhay. Baby Zamora says, good morning. Christine, Tintin Babaw, Christine Babaw, hello. Gustong-gusto yata ni Tintin yung Klein Garden. Ayan. So gawa tayo ng Klein Garden. The DA will think of not a German name, but a Klein Garden. O Tintin, ikaw na mag-spearhead sa Quezon City. Juliet Villar is watching from Taal, Batangas. Can we give starter kits? Kasi yung mga taga-Taal, Director, ay na sabugan na ng bulkan, tapos na pandemic pa tayo. So tulungan natin ang Taal, Batangas, bigyan natin ng starter kits din dyan. Hair Shop Mike, hi, good morning. Hair Shop naman yung mga sa parlor, gusto rin nila magtanim, mag-urban gardening. Salve Reniva, good morning Kong. Jackie Pacificador, I think from Antique, happy to have something like this online. Hey, Bridget Buena, you know Bridget Buena is a nutritionist expert. She was my nutritionist who made me lose weight before. Okay, she says she has her own home garden, just like Dr. Olympia, who's with us in Zoom now, and harvesting fruits and vegetables. Wawi Black Horse, Bokaling is watching from Taal and malaking tulong daw ito sa kanila. Abigail Cruzada. Oh, free ba ho ang starter kit? Oo, libre kasi gobyerno yan, pinupondohan yan ng Kongreso. So, free, before we go, just tell them where they can get their starter kit. Or maybe you can tell us now. Sa mga nanonood, we will flash the numbers where they can call or go online, we will post it now kung saan pwedeng humingi ng starter kit as long as wag niyong ibenta at imo-monitor ko kayo na itanim ninyo. Okay. Janet Lirondel, the work you do is really amazing. Thank you for all the hard work that you continue to. Jem Aguilegado, greet lang. Hello, ma'am. From Paway, Ilocos Norte, Mangantayon. Ang sarap ng ating mga bahay kubo vegetables o yung ating bininding vegetables, yung ating manggulayan. And just smile. Smile, ang pangalan niya, Simli. Saan po kami pwedeng makakuha ng libreng soil at lupa para sa kondo? Kasama na rin ba yan sa starter kit? Yung libreng lupa. Ayan. Tapos, sabi nga ni Attorney Ipat Luna, pwede itong small-scale microtourism sa mga gardens na ito. Ito ang pwedeng may social distancing at open air naman yung mga gardens. So, from Abel Yumang Pascual, mga sugar cane malts ang ginagamit para din siyang dayami, pwedeng ilagay sa ibabaw ng tanim para sa soil erosion at ihahalo. Yes, pwede rin siyempre ang sugar cane. Elaine Lopez, backyard farming comes with a new look as urban farming and finally getting the appreciation it deserves. Yeah, right. We've been doing it for so long, for 20 years, and finally it's getting attention now. Rina Go, ang sarap ng pagkain at magluluto yan at gagamitin niya. Yes, the restaurant of Rina Go, what is the name? Nick. Okay, Nick's restaurant. Maybe Nick's restaurant of Rina Go can also sell the organic vegetables, right? So all these restaurants can have takeout, can be outlets. Lucy Penales, more power. Of hair shop, they want to plant, or they can also be given starter kits. Tintin Babaw, again, kindergarten concept. Wow, wonderful. Sana may ganyan dito. Director, sana daw may ganyan dito. Can we commit now? Magkakaroon tayo ng Klein Garden, hindi pala kindergarten, Klein Garden concept. Our partnership with the DA. I hear a yes.
Yes, ma'am. Big yes.
Very good. Yan ang gusto ko sa DA. Very good. Mimsi Agi, our soldiers at Solcom, ASP, actually promoting backyard gardens. Okay, in our next show, we'll have the soldiers and their gulayan sa Solcom, actually promoting backyard gardening, not only in military camps and reservations, but they also assist, tumutulong sa mga far-flung communities without capability of doing their own food. Tumutulong ang mga sundalo. Very good. Can we support our soldiers? Yes. To further improve yung mga outreach sa communities para sa DA Calabarzon. Ayan. ATI, DA Calabarzon, please coordinate with the soldiers in the military camp na hindi lang sa kampo magtatanim parang sa Aguinaldo, pero nag-outreach program, pwedeng turuan ang mga tao sa post-pandemic. Ayan ha. A Calabarzon, Region 4A, they need assistance, technical assistance. They have the land, they need the know-how. And then, if I may, for starter kit, meron daw 10 viewers. Okay, are we committing to this? There's a list here. Abigail Fiona Cruzada, RC Dasal, Judge Simli, Sarah Jane Escario, Marilet Buenaflor, Gemma Regina Pestrano Corpus, Elwa Carnacite Espinayan, Erwan Hus Malaga, Ricky Ann Bungay, and Cherry Castro all have starter kits from DA. And what is the number to claim the starter kit? Director Rosa, can you say it again? Dadagsain ka ng tawag. What is this?
For me, you can contact me at 0917 67 97767.
Nako, lagot ka. Ayan.
Okay lang, ma'am. I am I'm really prompt in responding. Yan din po ha, you can also get in touch with these numbers. The other one is my personal, and I will also give you a response to that.
Thank
Whatever
you very
queries you make.
Bago naman tayo mag-adjourn, nako, but don't go. I have my own presentation of yung mga gulayan ko. Nako,
Sige, ma'am.
ready na ba yung aking mga slides dyan? Alam nyo ako, I've been planting because in Malabon, I plant in Antique, I plant in Nyogan. I've always advocated, grow your own food. Kasi yung ecological solid waste management, ano ba ito? Pag hinihiwalay nyo ang basura sa nabubulok, ay meron ka ng organic compost. Yan ang tinuro ni Sonia Mendoza ng Mother Earth. Yan ang sinabi ni Patis Tesoro. Yan ang sinabi kanina ni Barangay Captain Sheryl at ng DowntoEarth ng mga Aberasturi. Itong hawak kong to ay sa Antique. Yan ay kay Governor Cadyao ng mga cauliflower. Yung akin, yung mga ibang letrato, o kita nyo, meron akong talong, meron akong tower garden, na compost garden, na tinulungan i-set up yan ng DowntoEarth na Niccolo. Meron akong basil, meron akong talinum, meron akong oregano, meron akong kangkong, meron akong alokbati. Naku, ang dami pa. Meron akong rosemary, meron akong lavender, meron akong sili, meron akong kalamansi, meron pa akong Philippine lime or lemon, meron akong kutsay. Naku, dapat yata pangalan ng aking show, meron ako. I'm so proud. I'm a proud urban farmer. Do I have vegetables? Ayan. O, sino nagluto niyan? Ako. At pati yung aking kasamahan sa bahay, yung aking staff of 40 years, ngayon sa lockdown, para kaming nagka 2 months, Direktor, pwede na ako maging lecturer sa ATI. Sabi nila, ang galing ko raw magturo. Alam mo?
Napakaganda at napakagaling na lecture.
Totoo. Tanong mo sa aming 2 stay-in. Natuturo sila na Mula at para daw silang nagkaroon ng TESDA na Harvard ng 60 days para maniningil na ako ng sweldo bilang teacher. Every day. Ayan. In between my virtual sessions at saka in between yung aking 8 hours sa mga committee hearing ng New Norm Act sa House of Representatives. Ayan. Sa picture kong yan, ano yung blue? Patis, you grow this. Ang dali-dali niyang itanim at yan ay kinakain. I'm sure you know this, yung blue ternate flower. Di ba, Patis? Meron ka yan, I'm sure. Tapos, pepino. Tapos, yung aking talinum at saka rocket. As you know, rocket, Carol, right? Dito, baby arugula and my lettuce. Oh, tapos, Patis, yung paborito mong lemongrass, are you still with us? Yan, kasama sa ating tinolang manok. Tapos yung aking green papaya. I also have ginger. At meron din ako luyang dilaw or turmeric. At saka mga dahon ng sili para sa aking tinolang manok. Ang hindi ko na lang galing sa akin yung manok. Malapit na. Sige, ako na rin na free-range chicken. Meron pa ba akong ibang picture? Meron din akong ginigisa lang na mga gulay, pati kape ko. Hindi ako buibili ng kape. Minsan, buibili din ako yan sa Eco Store, bibili ako. Even meron akong paboritong coffee shop sa Berlin, nakalimutan ko yung pangalan, magbibili na ako kay Carol. Pero our Philippine coffee is so good. Meron akong tanim na coffee trees. Ang lola ko pa ang nagtanim dahil pinamana niya yung maliit na lupa niya sa akin. Nag-harvest kami ng aking caretaker. I refuse to use anything na machine. Pinapatuyo namin yan, linatag namin. Tapos pagkapatuyo namin, binabayo ko sa antigo na bayuhan na galing pang Cordillera sa Ifugao. Pagka bayo, pinuputok isa-isa namin yan. Tapos ako ang nag-roast at kami ang nag-roast pag iinumin na at yan iniinom ko. Talagang ako yung mabagal, pinaka-slow food. Alam niya ni Niccolo at ni Paula Aberasturi. From 3 to teacup. From 3 to coffee cup. Ayan. Konti pa lang yung picture ko. Dapat sa akin siguro 8 hours. Kulang tayo. You know, because dapat ibang topic next week. Kaya lang ang daming pang nag-text and nag-Facebook, and there's so much to talk about yet. So there is so much demand to continue with urban gardening, backyard farming, and rural agriculture, rural or urban, nakatira man sa building. We will have part 2 in Thursday next week. We'd like to hear just a brief goodbye message from Patis Tesoro, and we will visit your permaculture farm soon. Patis, are you still with us?
You hear
If
me?
she's not there, Patis, okay.
Hi. Yes, yes.
Yes.
Please,
Okay.
when the lockdown is okay, please look for me in Facebook, PatisTito Garden Café, and Permaculture Farm, and you can make reservations. Or you, Lauren, please come with your group, and I will show you around how to incorporate a way of living, a Filipino way of living,
Yes.
aside from growing and cooking. And
Patis, ano ang kontra-lamok mo? Anong natural na kontra-lamok? Maliban sa sinusunog na citronella.
ang contra, oh yeah, citronella. I use it for making, kamangyan. Kamangyan is yung burning with a little charcoal at night,
Okay.
to take away the mosquitoes. Not a big bonfire, just a little pot. Yeah, I use a lot of citronella. That's the big purpose of citronella. And pandan, to anything that's aromatic, curry tree, anything that's aromatic. You dry it in the sun, and then you put it in little boxes, and then you
Okay.
burn it with a little charcoal. The
Very
charcoal,
good.
when I prune my trees, I make charcoal.
Very
I don't
good.
buy charcoal.
Very good. Okay, Niccolo Aberasturi, yung ating mga tower gardens. At Niccolo, kailangan magkaroon ka ng session at workshop with ATI, yung mga nakatira sa maliliit na mga 20 square meter na lugar kung informal settlers, or sa building na mga 20 square meters na isang bedroom apartment. Yan ang hamon. Are you still with us, Niccolo?
Thank you po.
Okay.
Yes,
Yes.
we can do that, no? Isang gusto ko lang i-share sa mga nandito ngayon at kasama natin. Isang bagay na kailangan nating tandaan is minsan kasi pag farming o planting, iniisip kagad natin yung yield, no? Yung maraming yung gaano kadami, no? Dapat ngayon papalitan natin 'yan. Dapat iisipin natin hindi yield per square meter or per hectare, dapat nutrition per square foot. Dapat
Okay.
titignan natin ngayon yung rotational value ng tinatanim natin. Yun yung babasihan natin dun sa
Very good.
tinatanim.
Okay, we say goodbye now to Barangay Captain Sheryl Nolasco. Thank you very much. And we promise you, after this, I'm 25 minutes overtime. Director Rosa will make your barangay a model barangay by the Tulyahan River. And thank you very much, Director Rosa. Did I miss anybody? Oh, we will have part 2 of this the week after next. Kasi next week, nako, maganda rin. Next Thursday, meron tayo sustainable mobility. So meron tayong konsepto ngayon at ginagawa mga projects ng mga urban gardens. Pero isa pa sa ating mga dapat gawin ay wag na tayo kotse ng kotse. Kailangan may mga motorless pathways at yan ay mga bisikleta. So topic is sustainable mobility. World Bike Day is on June 3. Kaya next Thursday, ang ating 10 o'clock ng umaga, Stories for a Better Normal will have sustainable mobility with our partner Climate Reality Philippines. We want all the 500, is it 500 or 5,000 climate reality leaders of the Philippines? But wait, why just the Philippines and the world to join us on Stories for a Better Normal on World Bike Day? And Red Constantino of the Institute of Climate and Sustainable Cities. And Attorney Ipatluna, show us your bike with your husband next week, okay? And show us your gulayan. You've not showed us your gulayan in Taal Attorney Villavicencio is now texting me also. He wants to, baka pwedeng itanong sa DA, totoo ba? Ang fertilizer ay, asphalt ay pwedeng fertilizer. Director Rosa, tama?
Pwede
Asphalt.
ho, but not too much.
Not too much.
Yes, not too much.
Ihalo yung fertilizer sa konting lupa, pwede.
Yeah.
Okay, very
Yes.
good. Kasi meron siyang dragon fruit farm. Ang dragon fruit, hindi masyadong mahirap alagaan dahil
Yeah.
masida ang lupa. Okay, and napansin namin na medyo limitado yung bunga kasi ginamit yung ash. So, konting ash, pwede rin na lupa at isama ang mga twigs and dry leaves. Tama?
Yes,
O,
ma'am.
Ako nang sagot para sa DA. O sige.
Yes, ma'am. Tama po yun. Tama po.
Okay, Ernie Villavicencio of Taal, Batangas, bisitahin nyo yung anong pangalan ng kanilang bed and breakfast. Patis ang ganda-ganda. Lumang bahay sa Taal. Anong pangalan, Ernie? Hindi ko alam. ng lumang bahay nila sa Taal, Batangas. Mga heritage homes. Beautiful. So, we will visit the PatisTito Garden Café. We will visit Ernie Villavicencio's old houses in Taal. But first, we will plant with DowntoEarth. We will plant with the ATI. We will plant with the DA plant. We will give away starter kits. Magtuturo pa tayo sa mga informal settlers na magtanim to grow your own food. And just like what Barangay Captain Sheryl Nolasco is doing. And so, thank you very much, Climate Change Commission, Manny, Rachel, and everybody who've been working so hard. My office, this is not really part of the job of legislator, but I want to continue sharing our knowledge and our laws. Last, I authored a bill called Forest Garden Act. And I hope that the Department of Agriculture, I'll give you a copy, and Secretary Dar would endorse it. This is everything we're doing. That is the essence of the Forest Garden Act. What you are doing, plant, is the Forest Garden Act. Long after your term or my term, if we enact it into law, plant will become an integral part of the way of life of Filipinos if maging batas ang Forest Garden Act. And so, thank you for those na hindi ko nabasa today. Promise, I will read all of you next week. Oh, Rina, go! Ang galing daw! Oh, ano ba ito? Naku, ang dami naman. Ang tinatanong niya, ano daw ang aking cream sa mukha dahil wala daw lines. Dahil, ala ko naman kung anong tatanungin ni Rina sa sustainable farming. At kasi siya, ang napakasarap magtutok sa Nick restaurant. Pero ang tinatanong niya, body cream. Hindi ko naman sasagot yan. Ang kinakain ko, talinum at talbos ng kamote at malunggay at alokbate. Yan siguro ang aking cream. So I'm 30 minutes late. Thank you very much to all our, hindi ko nabasa, ang dami next week, promise, lahat ng taga-Australia, taga-Austria, taga-Europe, ang daming text, taga-Hong Kong, who were with us in our first episode and who are with us today. I promise I will allocate time in our sustainable mobility episode, whatever you call it, Zoom session on Facebook Live. Thank you so much that we learned and we will collaborate. And this is not just talk, because we will have model barangays and model informal settler homes and model apartments. And we will have Klein Gardens to be renamed in Filipino by the DA. Huwag niyong kalimutan yung Farmville sa San Jose Antique is an LGU lot that you can do, Director Rosa, similar to Barangay Holy Spirit and similar to what you're doing in Camp Aguinaldo. So, let me just look at my notes. Kung may nakalimutan ako, I think I've talked too much. For those who just tuned in late, well, this is Stories for a Better Normal. This is the life after the pandemic, but even during, Stories for a Better Normal, Pandemic, and Climate Pathways. Because the way to go towards the future, the way to live now, is not going back to how we were before. That would be a big mistake with no lessons learned. It should be a better norm, a new norm that would be sustainable, that would be ecological, that would be natural, that would be healthier, resilient, and safer for all of us. Thank you very much once again, Director Rosa, Patis, Carol, Barangay Captain Sheryl, and Paula, who's beside Niccolo of DowntoEarth, and all our viewers and listeners. And thank you, Red, Ipat, Sonia, and thank you, Dr. Olympia, and many of those who are with us today. Isang luntiang Pilipinas sa ating lahat. Keep safe, stay at home, follow the rules, and plant, plant, plant. God bless.
Okay na kami.
Ganda, no? Ang ganda, no? Ha? Hindi ko, dapat ko kay Sheryl, babasahin ko lahat ko. Ha?